10 minutes till the end of the world. My name's Connor.
I'm Baban. Hi. We're here. This is Road to Ruin, part 1.
This is pretty cool looking. This is really,
this is
really
really
cool
nice.
looking level.
I don't get these weird. There's some weird fucking animals out here.
Yeah.
This is. That looks like they've civilized and built all this shit here. How do you kill these things? Okay, you slide into them. That's what it is.
Because you were jumping on them and it was like no, because they got little spiky helmets.
Yeah. You have to slide into them. The slide ability is introduced in this game. As we reach like the halfway point, I'll tell you that compared to the first game. The first game, all you can do is just jump and spin, man. That's it.
Is this the one that is your favorite of them?
I think this is the most like, it kind of contains what the essence of it.
Yeah.
The game is.
Because there's always.
Nope, can't jump over those flames.
Sometimes it's the first game. Sometimes it's a little later, but there's always like a game early on in a game series, and this is true of movies too. That is both. A lot of times it isn't the first game because it's like TV shows. How the first season is always like them figuring out what they want to do.
Yeah.
And then in the second season, a lot of times TV shows are like that all the time. I feel like there's a ton of TV shows where the second season is the best.
Yeah. When it comes to this, the first one's pretty fucking fun. The first one's actually pretty well made and everything too. Yeah. That's probably how they were able to make this second one. Because it's got a lot of those same quirks as this one has, and stuff. And but yeah, shit. I did just get a checkpoint, didn't I? Okay.
I'm trying to think. I guess there might be more game series with the first ones, but Uncharted 2 is probably
better than the first one.
Yeah, even though I like the third one even more. I still didn't beat it.
You ever play those Sly Cooper games?
Yeah, I did.
The sequel's better than the first one, I think. On that
I
one
remember how good each one of them were.
I liked them all a lot. I was pretty into those.
Yeah, they were really fun.
Obsessed.
I think I have one of them. I think I have the first one.
Let's go ahead and go here. The first
you were really into those?
Yeah, I played those a lot.
Yeah.
I played the first two, but then they got ahead of me. They got on PS3, and I didn't get a PS3, and then.
That's what happened. That's what happened to me. Like the first one, I was like, "This is fucking awesome. I love this." And then the second one, I played it, and it was pretty, and I liked it, and I played it. But then I just remember one day it was like there was like 2 more that I hadn't even heard of, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. This
series just got away from me. But it's kind of like everything. I was trying to think of other game series with this, like the I feel like either the third or the fourth Mario game is usually considered the best. Super Mario.
The third, I think.
Super Mario. It's either
Super Mario 3 and then Super Mario World.
Yeah. Those two I feel like are typically considered the best of those, or at least that's what I would.
I'd agree with that. I think that people like. I'd agree that people like that third one a lot more. This. I feel like this is something that this game though in this series, these Crash games, is something that kind of got overlooked. I feel like they're pretty good. Yeah. But I mean, they don't. It's not something that was meant to like last a whole decades. It's not a franchise that has a lifespan.
It's a really different kind of setup. And it doesn't. I think that the level design is cool to a certain degree, but I feel like definitely that sounds like I was dissing it. That's not what I meant at all. What I meant is that in the context of what we can do now, these kinds of sort of static levels, I feel like people would just reject them. You know, and I mean maybe we'll get back to that as like retro gaming has become a more and more sort of
coming back
prominent thing. Maybe this specific type of retro gaming will come back, but I really doubt it. I don't think it will as much. I think there's a simplicity to 2D gaming that makes it enjoyable in that sense.
And people have gotten better. I mean, 2D games are especially cooler now too because people have a wider reason to do some nice art.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I reacted super late to the bear on purpose.
Well, that's. It's like Super Nintendo games. This still looks pretty good. It just partially because it is kind of like cartoony and stuff, but Super Nintendo games look better than this now, and it's like that weird thing where like movies from like the mid and early '80s look better than movies from the early '90s now because of like shitty CGI versus, and you know what I mean? Like the 2D Super Nintendo graphics hold up better than like 3D polygon graphics.
Because comparing,
and so that's kind of why I don't think they'll really make like a comeback in that way, but it'd be interesting. I also think that Crash is I feel like this is a series, from what I'm seeing of it, from my impression, this is a series that the charm is as a whole, but Crash I don't think is maybe this is a diss, as good of a design as Sonic. The character design.
The character,
The character design of Sonic is just such a weird like thing, and this is obviously kind of similar to that.
Just a fucking dead bear, dude.
Yeah, the bear's passed out.
Just passed on.
And Sonic is a character that has essentially just survived out of nostalgia.
Yeah.
Out of the fact that people are like, oh, remember that blue guy that I like?
Have you seen that redesign of him?
Oh yeah, where
goofy.
We have an ascot or something. He's like a little scarf.
They got like fucking wraps on their hands and stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. There's a secret level down there, but I'm not gonna do it. Just want to let you know I know about it. I'm gonna be one of those Let's Players. I'll give you the disclaimer to know I know everything already, but I'm not gonna do it.
We're actually really good at all these games. We're MLGs.
I just get nervous because there's a microphone in front of me, and
sometimes I mess up.
Sometimes I gotta go to the bathroom. I can't.
It's like sometimes I just kind of get defensive on the camera. I know you guys don't care for people when they try to justify the things that they're saying and that they're just doing, and but I'm sorry, and it's just you gotta follow your dreams, and life and God and the Bible.
Let's just end it. Let's end the channel there.
End everything.
That's
there.
where. Yeah.
That was a lot of jokes pulling from things. That little punchline was ripped off from Mr. Show. But what were we talking about before I did that? Before I just started stuttering
look
bullshit.
What's fucking happening right now?
Yeah, that's
Bears
crazy.
working together. Bear. Oh man. Fuck, dude. This is some heavy stimulus right now. God. I couldn't even talk right. The words could not even come out of my mouth.
It's funny to think about how many people have probably beat off to those new redesigns of Sonic.
Excuse me?
It's so funny that Sonic is so like huge in like a furry sense.
Oh, dude, it's enormous. You can look up. Go ahead and type your name, viewers. The very few. Type your name.
All 14 of you.
All 14. Thank you. Subscribe. Fucking look up. Type your name with Sonic. No, what am I fucking saying?
I don't know.
So take your name and put the hedgehog at the end of it and Google search that. Chances are someone has made their own like fan art hedgehog of that with that name with like a list of stats and
type in do this, especially if you're at school. Type in Sonic the Hedgehog ass fuck. Gonna have some great images on there.
It's there.
Sonic the Hedgehog blowjob stories.
Sonic the Hedgehog with boobs.
Search Sonic the Hedgehog Crash Bandicoot /fic. There's some fucking weird /fics out there, man.
Like what? Like random character, like the characters that span media.
I saw there was a video. I think somebody favorited it. It was
it's
like
time for a boss.
It was one of the you know how they have those
it's boss time.
You know how people do those like I guess like anime music video things online where it's like anime.
Yeah, dude,
anime clips with like that kind of like it's always like kind of J-pop-ish sounding stuff. Even if it isn't J-pop and stuff,
shit.
It sounds kind of like similar to that. Or those kind of like really like syrupy ballady songs that go along with it. I saw one because it's essentially like a slash. It was this anime character who I'd never heard of, but it was just like an anime character from I don't know what kind of anime it was, and it was a slash fic with Willy Wonka, specifically the Johnny Depp Willy Wonka, and it was like images from this anime of the anime character like looking longingly, and then like Johnny Depp from Willy Wonka like looking longingly, and set to like like love me, it's a miracle, it's I don't know. Maybe that's not J-pop at all.
Good lord. I get what you're saying. I couldn't handle that.
It's pretty.
Fuck, man.
Oh man, that sucks.
We're fighting Tiny the Tiger. Not to be confused with other tigers.
What's that J-pop song from Kingdom Hearts?
Oh.
What's the name of it?
I don't fucking
I listened to the fuck out of that.
Did you download that? Did you put it on your iPod Shuffle?
I didn't download it. I fucking bought that CD.
Oh!
This is back in the day when you still bought CDs, and I remember I had a little case that I would bring with me on band trips.
Shit,
at the beginning of high school, and I would have my whole big CD case, listen to it on the bus. I listened to that song all the time. I fucking loved that song. I really liked Kingdom Hearts conceptually, but I was really bad at the game, so I just like beat off. I just like
what?
I like read the player's guide and stuff.
I jerked off on the band school bus.
What? I didn't jerk off on a band school bus.
What?
I've never jerked off.
I
in a
didn't
public
say
space.
anything about that.
I've never done that. Not out of like. Well, it's when you're a kid, you fucking do stupid shit all the time.
Yeah.
And by kid, I mean literally like. I mean, I still feel like a kid sometimes, but I never did that. Just not out of the sense of like that it was like some sort of like moral wrong thing or like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this
What?
here. But more so out of the fact that like I wouldn't be able to do it. It's like,
oh, you can't focus.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Couldn't get it up.
I'm like in public.
Couldn't get it up to shoot it out.
Someone could see me. Yeah.
That's all right. I have a friend. You know who I'm talking about, Connor.
Uh-huh.
But I won't. I'll leave the guy's name undisclosed.
Uh-huh.
He's he got caught in a school library. Well, no, he masturbated in a school library, and I think got away with it, and just told me that story. He got away with it though. I think his friend dared him to, and he did it.
I'm assuming you're talking about one or two people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll ask you specifically afterwards.
Yeah. I'll have him tell you that story next time.
It's
we bring him around.
How old was he?
How old was he at the time?
Yeah.
Fucking maybe like 12 or 13.
Okay. Well, that's a little
old enough to know what you're doing is wrong. Definitely.
Yeah, kind of.
What you're doing is like, well, not wrong in a sense, because I mean everyone does it, but like wrong. It's like you don't do that in school.
Yeah.
Like,
reminds me of I showed you the Squid and the Whale, right?
Yeah.
That subplot.
Oh
where
yeah, yeah.
Would like he was like wiping his cum all over the books and stuff.
Yeah, check it out. A little boy jerking off at the dinner table.
Squid and the Whale, great movie. Little boy wears a condom, puts a peanut up his nose.
Check it out. Just watch it. Just check it out.
Yeah. Just
Just look it up.
I really do like that movie a lot, though. That movie's like about a train wreck of a divorce happening, essentially.
Man, it's a bummer, but it's
a good movie. It's only 80 minutes too, so it's like got fucking 80 minutes to spend.
You thought it was hard being a boy growing up? Not for these kids. These boys had it worse than you.
Yeah.
Way worse.
These guys had their Jeff Daniels' dad was mean.
And he did bad things. Like we just did bad things to Tiny. Next time. Watch us next time on Crash. We're
the series
3/5 of the way.
Crash the series. Wasn't that with Dennis Hopper, I think?
I don't.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
Are these like minecarts?
Yeah.
I love Minecraft.